Hi everyone, in this video I will be showing you how I painted this Saurus Warrior to table ready standard using an unconventional medium, watercolors. Here I've assembled the mini, but I kept the shield separate for now so that it will be easier to paint the inside of the shield and the shield arm. Whether we're painting with acrylics or watercolor, we'll need to prime the figure. I'm manually applying the primer with a brush, but you can shorten the process by using a primer spray paint. With the Saurus Warrior primed, it's time to start painting. I mixed some ultramarine with Viridian, using a bit more ultramarine than Viridian, and I used the resulting color for the skin and scales of the Saurus Warrior. I quite like how the color looks on the Saurus Warrior. Next, I'll paint the gold bits on the mini. To start off, I apply a layer of lemon yellow on the end of the tail, the braces, the spikes on its back, the head, another bracer, and the weapon. To make the yellow look more like gold, I layer on some yellow ochre, but I'm careful to keep some parts of the lemon yellow layer below visible. The fun bit is that there's no hard and fast rule to this, just apply the yellow ochre as you see fit. However, it's a good idea to apply the yellow ochre on areas such as the edges and pointy areas. Lastly, for the finishing touch, I apply some cadmium red on the gold areas. Now this is an optional step, but I like how it makes the gold pop a little more, hence I'm doing it. For the recessed area of the weapon, I use Viridian because I think it complements the gold. I want the underside of the Saurus Warrior to be a lighter shade of blue, so I apply some diluted titanium white on the underside area. It might look weird while the paint is still wet, but once it's dried, the effect will look more natural. Now I'm mixing some Payne's Grey with ultramarine, and I'll apply this on the larger scales on the back, the cheeks and the eyes of the Saurus Warrior to give them more definition. Again, this is an optional step. I especially like how the eye areas and cheeks look, hence I'm doing this. And with that, the Saurus Warrior is done. Here's a quick look around before I move on to the shield. I mix some cadmium red with Payne's Grey and use this color for the base coat of the shield. It doesn't look like much right now, but that's alright. After the paint has dried, I apply a layer of cadmium red over the shield. For the strap and the pointy bits of the shield, I paint them gold, using the same steps that I did with the Saurus Warrior. That means applying lemon yellow first, followed by yellow ochre, and finally cadmium red. Now I can glue the shield to the Saurus Warrior and proceed to paint the rest of the shield. But first, I need to prime the unpainted parts of the shield. Again, I mix cadmium red with Payne's Grey and apply it on the shield. You can see how the paint seeps into the recesses and make the scales on the shield look more prominent. While the paint dries, I apply lemon yellow on the spiky bits of the shield. Then I go back and apply a layer of cadmium red on the scales of the shield to make them look more vibrant. Then it's back to the spiky bits, adding yellow ochre followed by cadmium red to complete the gold look. And my Saurus Warrior is now table ready and all set to wage war in the name of the great plan. I hope you find this video useful and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.